Hi, in today's video, we're going to go over an article that's advanced English. I'm going to read it clearly and slowly, and we're going to try and see if there's any new vocabulary and help practice your English on a daily basis. Now, today's article is about Britain, and they're lowering the age that you can vote. So let's get started. Britain will lower the voting age from 18 to 16 by the next national election as part of measures to increase democratic participation, the government announced on July 17th. The centre-left Labour Party promised before it was elected in July 2024 to lower the voting age for elections to Britain's Parliament. Scotland and Wales already let 16 and 17-year-olds vote in local and regional elections. Britain will join the short list of countries where the voting age is 16, alongside the likes of Austria, Brazil, and Ecuador. A handful of European Union countries, including Belgium, Germany, and Malta, allow the 16-year-olds to vote in elections to the European Parliament. The move comes alongside wider reforms that include tightening campaign financial rules to stop shell companies whose ownership is unclear from donating to political parties. Democracy Minister Rushanara Ali said that the change would help prevent foreign interference in British politics. There will also be tougher sentences for people convicted of intimidating candidates. Additionally, the government said it will introduce automatic voter registration and allow voters to use blank cards as form of identification at polling stations. The previous Conservative government introduced a requirement for voters to show photo identification in 2022, a measure it said would stop fraud. Critics argued that it could disenfranchise millions of voters, particularly the young, the poor, and members of ethnic minorities. An estimated 750,000 people were unable to vote in last year's election because they lacked ID. Turnout in the 2024 election was 59.7%, the lowest level in more than 2 decades. Harry Quilter Pinner, head of the left-leaning think tank, the Institute for Public Policy Research, said the changes were the biggest reform to our electoral system since 1969, where the voting age was lowered to 18 from 21. The changes must be approved by Parliament. The next national election must be held by 2029. For too long, the public trust in our democracy has been damaged and the faith in our institutions have been allowed to decline, Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner said. We are taking action to break down barriers to participation that will ensure more people have the opportunity to engage in UK democracy. Now, I'm sure there's some new vocabulary you can pick out there. For example, think tank is not a very common phrase to be used. Also, disenfranchise, lots of syllables there. Fraud. Fraud's quite a serious accusation, especially in big business. And to intimidate someone is almost like bullying in a way. It's quite a scary thing. But if this helped you with your English, then leave a comment and I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a nice one. Bye.